All right, thank you.
What's good? How y'all doing this evening? Welcome back to the Forever I Love Atlanta Sports Podcast. Sorry about that. But this is your boy, the Don. I'm back with my co-host, Rick Flex. What's good, man?
Hey, man, just trying to survive as a Georgia native, sports fan. We trying to survive, man. That's all we doing, baby.
Hey, man, but let's be real, man. Look, the Braves are NLCS bound. First game tomorrow.
Oh yeah,
Bulldogs. They looking good right now. United, Hawks. We got a draft coming up in a few. So
yeah.
we'll talk about the Falcons. But hey, need to let everybody know, if you're new to the channel, you already know what to do. Hit that subscribe button. Also, hit that like button. Share this content out with other Atlanta sports fanatics. And hit us up in the comment section. As always, come holla at your hometown sports podcast. All right. If you ain't following us on social media, follow us on our Twitter account at FILA_SP. Also, follow us on Facebook, FILA Sports Podcast. And if you just want to check the audio out, we drop the audio every week on Apple Podcasts, Spotify. We also on Google Play and on Stitcher as well. So we got three, yes, because it's so busy. It's been a crazy week in Atlanta sports. Hometown supporters with us right now. I got GSHM on Justin, David, also Brooke. What's good, man? Let everybody know where they can find you.
What's up, man? Y'all can find me at a Clark Kent Type on Twitter. And also, I write constantly for the website. Definitely go check it out. I'm really excited for every team. I'm actually happy about every single team right now. Every single team.
All right. I got Sports Live in the ATL. David, what's good, man?
Yeah, it was good, man. Hey, it's glad to be on the show over here on FILA Sports Podcast. And Don and everybody, for those who don't know about my channel, it's Sports Live in the ATL. I've been doing it since 2009. Recently transitioned my channel from what I used to do to more sports-oriented content. I'm a fiery Falcons fan, Atlanta sports fan. You can catch me on Twitter at ATL39. I stream Falcon games. I'm doing the Braves game Wednesday, and I'm angry. So we are clearly going to have an interesting show. So thanks for having me on.
All right. Appreciate you.
Of course.
And we got one of our lone hometown supporters, pretty much an unintentional grounder. Rashad, what's good, man?
How's it going, man? Happy to be here. Just here to talk Atlanta sports, man, and what to do with these Falcons, man, because a lot of changes are on the horizon.
Yeah, man, it is. All right, everybody in the chat, let me say hello to y'all. Miss Phillips, what's good? And Panthers God FSU 23, he said Panthers #1. Marcus was good. He said, "Don't fire Dan. We need to protect our draft pick." Man, ain't nobody trying to hear that. Like, come on, man. Like, what draft? Look, we'll talk more about that in a minute, man. I respect your take, but I'm gonna tell you what I do with that draft pick here in a minute. Paul was good. Sports Live in ATL. He with us right now. He doing that, so I'm about to make him a mod, by the way. So hey, let's go ahead and go to the news of sports in the city. Rick, what happened with college sports this week?
Yeah, man, it was a little bit of a quiet week besides the Georgia game. You had Southern and State both on bye weeks. You got Southern's going to be UMass next, then you also going to have State. It's going to travel to Arkansas, next week. So stay tuned for those games. Should be interesting. Georgia State's a good team. I'm happy for what they've done this year. I'll be honest with you. We had a couple of good games they could have won, slip away, but yeah, Georgia Tech, man, nice win against Louisville, a team they should have beat. They did beat. It was a sim show all day. I mean, the guy threw for 2 touchdowns, ran for 1. So it's good to see him and all the hype, and it's good to see him living up to it. So really happy to see that kid, succeed. And then Georgia, everybody's wanting to see, what Georgia's going to do to a quote-unquote ranked team per se. But that defense, man, I mean, I don't know that – I say this every year, I feel like, with Georgia. I don't know that I've ever seen a defense this elite, especially at the collegiate level. They took care of business after a slow first half, 21-17 at the half. Tennessee had an awesome goal line stand. They had the momentum. But as Don preaches, Kirby went in there, got on that, made those adjustments, and then they proceeded to go on a 27-0 run, 44-21 final. As we talked about earlier, after you take away all the sacks, they held the 44 yards rushing on 22 attempts. But adding all the sacks, -1 yards rushing. I mean, that's kind of hard to fathom. I mean, when you're playing, a Tennessee team that before, going up against them, it shown they had 2 backs that were definitely capable of breaking it open. But, big win for Georgia. They needed that win. They needed that momentum because it's not going to get any easier. They're going to Tuscaloosa, prime time, 8 o'clock coming up. Everybody here on this channel right now I know is going to be watching that game. It's going to be fun. Watching Lane Kiffin drop 48 on Bama was fun as well. So it's going to be an interesting game for sure. We'll see which one bends. Good game, though.
What time is the game on Saturday?
8
o'clock. Nice.
Yeah, I know.
Right.
I know. It feels like late every time, right? Every week.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, you know what, dude? You look like Dansby Swanson.
Hey, man, if you saying that, I need to grow my hair out a little bit in the back. All day, baby.
You look like Dansby Swanson.
Man, I need that money in my pocket though. But yeah, man, it was a nice game. Like I said, again, they're gonna be facing a Bama team that Nick Saban's gonna rip into them guys, and 48 points. Something he's not gonna, I don't think give up. But I'll expect a shootout. You guys tune in on our Thursday show. We'll definitely be talking more about that. And then, other than that, man, hey, it's Braves baseball. It's NLCS time, which will be kicking off tomorrow on Fox, 8:08. We're gonna have Max Fried going against Walker Buehler. Hey, Buehler throws the heat. The Braves love to hit the fastball. Game days, as far as times and channels, have not been released yet, but we all know they will be playing. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah. All right. Okay.
Well, that right there is actually an official game-worn Chipper Jones jersey. I got it from Travis Jones, who played minor league ball with Chipper and everything. So that's why I treasure that one. And guys, if y'all can do me a personal favor, A Fizzle Production is a longtime friend of mine here on YouTube. I know him personally, met him at a Braves game. He's over there. If you guys can check out his channel, I would really appreciate it.
Yeah, no doubt.
Thank you.
Don't sleep on my co-host Rick Flex, man. He got a lot of stuff too, man. He had a National League Rookie of the Year assigned back by Ronald Acuna.
Oh, nice.
And we gave that away too to a fan.
Hey, damn, really? I'm a fan.
So it was hard to
Where's
believe.
my Ronald Acuna jersey?
Here you go. Right here, Ozzy Albies game used.
Ozzy Albies game bat. Nice.
Game used.
Oh man, y'all about to show off y'all toys, man. Look, man.
This is an authentic.
I got stuff too now.
Oh, Chipper Jones. Hey, if I go up there, I go and get my '96 World Series game used. You want to see it too?
All right, y'all. This ain't the what's that show on History Channel? Watch Wars or something.
But yeah, man. Hey, the Braves are. We're excited in Atlanta. It's been a while. It's been 19 years. Again, like I said, they're going to be facing Walker Buehler. He throws the fastball. We hit the fastball. Okay, so I'm excited for it. Game 1's going to be huge for Atlanta. We need to take Game 1. Obviously, they set the rotation up where we're going to be throwing Ian. Game 2, and obviously Wright in Game 3. Game 4, coin flip. I think it's going to be Bryce Wilson. I know it's not a popular opinion, but it is what it is. Plus bullpen. But hey, first thing first, let's take Game 1. Let's get in their bullpen because at the end of the day, our bullpen is going to be better than theirs. Period. We got the advantage there.
I would rather start if it can't. I would rather start Josh Tomlin in Game 4. To be quite real with, at least he's a veteran. I think he's somebody that they're overlooking a little bit.
I mean, he'll definitely have to. It'll definitely be in consideration. I mean, it depends on if you want again go with that or go with what was hot. But anyway, it'll be a game 4 will be a bullpen game regardless. So it won't be a Tampa Bay Rays type of bullpen that we're accustomed to seeing. But don't sleep on that Braves bullpen in the postseason. They went 20 innings, 20 in the third innings, 26 strikeouts, only 4 walks. So hey, right now I'm ready to go. I mean, I'm ready to go. I want to go watch that game right now. So stay tuned for that. I'm pumped up, man. I'm ready. I know we're talking Falcons today, and I know we're talking the elephant in the room is gone. We pumped up for that, but I'm pumped up for the damn Braves. So
and we all are.
Hey, I don't blame you. Yeah, but dude, I don't blame you, man. We need something to be happy about, man. It's so depressing with the Falcons, but I'm sorry, sir. Go on.
Oh, man, we good. It was like a sleeping giant weekend for sports. You know what I mean? So.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's go back in the chat real quick. Go ahead. What'd you say?
You get a new mic, a microphone. Did you get a new one? Yeah.
What's wrong with my mic?
It just always goes out. I'm just making sure if it goes out, I know.
Oh no, you good. I bought one, but I ain't unboxed it yet. I think I had to update the studio stuff.
All right,
be good. Let me go back in the chat. Oh man, it's a lot of people saying stuff tonight, man. I'm glad y'all engaged with us.
Yeah,
Sean,
we appreciate it.
Yeah, Sean, what's good? He said we're gonna beat Bama. A Frizzle, what's good? He said he see you, David. And Philip said if the Falcons get a top pick, they need to draft the D lineman. Fats. Thank you. We're not drafting no doggone quarterback. Y'all get on my nerves with that mess, man. People are saying draft a quarterback. Frizzle said ATL Braves all day. Sean said Matt Ryan pure trash. Go Braves, man. Okay, go Braves, but you calling Matt Ryan trash, man. Come on, man. And yeah, you on here trolling, Sean. Talking about we need to draft a quarterback. All right. Panthers God said that are you guys scouting the Vikings right now for Sunday Night Football for next week or no? Season over. Man, we know the Vikings gonna have a way on us, man. It is what it is. Thank you, Phelps, for trying to rebuttal that. You saying Matt Ryan is not trash. A Fizzle said let's beat the Dodgers. Panthers God FSU 23 said have we met Owen? Who's Owen? I'd like to know him. Yeah, tell me who Owen is, man. Yeah, I'm gonna skip over this Matt Ryan stuff. Paul Mack said, "How do you feel about Eric Bieniemy?" Hey, Paul, if you haven't subbed to our channel, please sub. I did a show on Eric Bieniemy a week and a half ago, I believe. I brought somebody on who is a beat writer for the Chiefs, who knows Eric Bieniemy.
Right? Really?
Yes, and he pretty much told me everything I needed to know, and I've been saying this for a long time, so I'm not even finna spoil the show. Go watch that after you watch the live. Go watch that show when you have time this week, and I want you to hit me back up on Twitter or Facebook and let me know what you think about the show. Yes, I did.
Well, Don,
we interview a lot of people, man. We had Mark Wallace on the show. We had former
1996.
Yep. We had former Falcons Chris Drab, Keenan Forney. We had a lot of good people on the show, man. Like we do it big over here. So
that's how it should be. And you know what's probably going to be so frustrating about this year once it's over? We're probably going to beat the Chiefs. Watch.
You know why?
You know what I'm saying?
Because they're going to sit their players. Yeah. That's why. They're going to be playoff bound. So,
man. Frustrating. Frustrating.
Yeah, that's why. Falcons, Hawks, Braves fan destroy the year. I ain't seen you in a long time. Man, what's good with you? Said that they think the Falcons should take a long, hard look at Mike LaFleur of San Francisco for the head coaching job. We're going to talk more about that in a minute. 0-5. Joke. That's a joke.
Yeah. Hey, well, Don. Hey, speaking of San Francisco, I know San Francisco has some issues right now, but Kyle Shanahan, well done today, sir.
He won.
No, he got destroyed by Miami.
That's what I'm about to say. Like, Miami tore him up.
Well done. No, I know. I love laughing at Kyle Shanahan.
Oh,
look,
yeah, I
you
do
guys
too,
don't.
man. We all do.
All right, look, hold on. If I can, let me show you this. This right here, when I won with the bet with the Niner fan. You see that Chiefs right there? I won it with the Niner fan because Kansas City beat them in the Super Bowl. Kyle Shanahan choked right there.
Yep, he choked it away. He
yeah.
had the lead. And people talking about a 10-point lead ain't enough. Yeah, it is. If you had the number one defense in the league.
And he choked against us as well.
Exactly. But yeah, whatever.
I do got to tell you this, Don. I was in a Carolina Panthers. I don't know these guys. I saw them maybe 35 minutes ago, an hour ago. I was in there, and they timed me out. The Carolina Panthers are feeling so giddy and so, like beating their chest, and they said they caused Dan Quinn to be fired. I mean, today was the culmination of it. It was the last draw, but just losing today didn't get Dan Quinn fired. The culmination of everything this year got him fired. I just think Arthur Blank finally said, hey, enough's enough. But those Panther fans are beating their chest, so I'll be waiting for y'all in Carolina.
Man, they ain't won against us since 2017, man. They can go on and sit that one out. But whatever. I called it already before they even knew about the game. I said that if we weren't going to win against Carolina, he was going to get fired. And I said this because everybody talking about, now he going to get fired after Green Bay. He's not going to get fired after a loss that's pretty much a loss that we knew was going to come. We knew we was going to lose against Green Bay.
But what was, even though we knew it, what a pathetic effort against the Packers.
Time,
I mean,
on primetime TV.
That was. Guys, let me go ahead and say, in case you don't know, Panthers Guru was one of my most loyal contributors. Thank you for today's stream, sir. I've known him a long time. He must have seen my video I made. Panthers Guru, support these guys, man.
Yeah,
take care of these people.
Look, you troll, I'm gonna troll you back too, man. Because I'm gonna be real with you. Talking about winless. Come on now.
Oh, Panthers Guru is vicious, but he's a very good contributor to my channel. Thank you, sir. I appreciate it.
Yeah, Eric, hey, what's good, man? What's good, Eric? Hey, Romeo, make sure you hit that subscribe button for us as well. Let's go ahead and then Panthers God said Raiders beat the Chiefs today as well. Like, I'm gonna get into that as well. Let's talk about the elephant in the room. Let's go ahead and get to this. So today, hold on. I'm trying to find a thing. Okay, yeah, that's it right there. Today, we lost. We're now 0-5, 23-16 was the score. Matt Ryan, 21. He threw for 20. He threw 21. For 37. Had 226 yards, no touchdowns, 1 interception. He was sacked twice. Well, it is what it is. Yeah, he didn't look good in this game, but it ain't like it was his worst game, you guys. Todd Gurley, 14 carries for over 100 yards. Yeah, he ran for about 121 yards. So this is like his best game really since in a while. And that's even going back to Los Angeles back, when they had that Super Bowl run. Ridley, he had over 100 yards receiving today. And pretty much that was it, because ain't nobody else really do anything for real. Like, you had Todd Gurley, he made some receiving. He got 29 receiving yards, and that was about everybody else. It was like Gage 16 yards, Brian Hill 15 yards, Olumide Zaccheaus 13 yards, Hayden Hurst 8 yards, and Jaden Graham 7 yards. So,
but Don, look at it like this. People look at the Matt Ryan intercept, bad plays that he did late. How many drop passes did these people? I mean, if these guys didn't drop the passes, it may not have even come down to that.
37 times. Look.
God.
It's funny though, because Bridgewater had the same amount of attempts that Matt Ryan had. But here's the thing, man. Our receivers dropped a lot of passes. 1. Two, we had a lot of our play calling was crazy because Matt Ryan was standing in that pocket for a long time trying to find the player downfield to throw it to. So the play design is not on Matt Ryan. That's on your offensive coordinator. And let's go back to that pick, you guys, because let me tell you something. I played cornerback, okay? Cornerback. I was a DB. That was a great play by the Panthers defender. What he did was he knew Gage was ahead of him because he got burnt at first. But Gage ran out of room. He was in there because it was in the end zone. So what the defender did, he boxed Gage out. He turned his head around first. Gage didn't turn his head around to the last minute. And by the time Gage turned his head around, he was already boxed out of the play. And the defender made a play on the ball. He picked it off. That right there, you guys, is textbook coverage. That's textbook coverage. And no one can never tell me nothing different. So lay off Matt Ryan. Matt Ryan threw the ball where it needed to be. It's just Gage, he did not look back in time and try to make a play and like jump in front of the defender to make the play.
But I wish he didn't. But I wish he didn't throw the ball. I mean, I wish there was.
It's an artifact though. It's an artifact. But in that in-game moment, you got to realize sometimes in in-game moments you can go back and say after the play happened, we could have did this, could have did that. I think that was the right play. If Gage made plays like this before in the end zone. All right, him and Ridley as well. So that's like a common that's a common.
See, Don, the only thing I noticed that I can give credit on besides the defensive play is that it looked like to me the play was in motion to where the rhythm of the play showed me that Matt Ryan was going to go there anyways. Yeah. The way it was going, but I still wish a small part of me, if there was any way that he could have thrown that ball when we wanted him to throw high, like he did to Hayden Hurst and Calvin Ridley on one play. Why didn't he just throw high on the? It's like, I mean, it was right in the breadbasket. Clearly, if the defender was if the receiver was turned around, he might have been able to knock it away.
It was already towards the end of the end zone. And Gage is only so tall, so he wasn't going. It wasn't like he's not like Julio height. And, I said, it's the end of the end zone. So if he would throw a little higher, that would have been an incomplete pass. But yeah.
But what about the pass? What about the pass that was clearly overthrown to Hayden Hurst, wide open? Yeah, he split two defenders right there.
Yeah. Right there. But he quit running too, though. He kind of stopped. If he would have ran through the ball, I think he still had a chance.
No. The way Hurst
would have caught that.
Exactly.
But he still should have caught it. I mean, maybe so, but Matt Ryan still should have put it a little lower. You could blame the whole thing on Matt Ryan, Hayden Hurst, and all that, but the fact remains is he was wide open, and there was no reason to overthrow.
Phelps just told us that it was a timing throw, and he said the Hurst throw was seen to be a timing issue. That was a timing issue, just like in the Chicago game, like we tried to throw it to Ridley, it was picked off. That was a timing because everybody blaming on Matt Ryan. No, because Ridley, he stopped running his route. If he would have ran his route, he would have been there where the ball was. Most of those routes, most of Dirk Cutter's play design is based off timing. It's all off timing.
Well, what about the play that was right after that, where Hayden Hurst was wide open in the end zone, and I don't know what Matt Ryan stepped up and threw it to the ground. I mean, what happened there?
I think he was skittish by that time.
What happened there?
Because Matt Ryan, by that time, he had been hit so many times. Yeah. Remember when the year that Matt Ryan got hit so many times, and the next year he was just throwing picks after picks after picks?
Yeah.
He was just shell-shocked. I think Matt Ryan didn't trust his line by the time in that game, so he didn't see Hayden Hurst. He just seen maybe like 10 feet in front of him, and he didn't see anything. So he just threw it to the ground. He was like, I ain't got nobody open because he can't see in the end zone. His line ain't helping him out.
But look, though. Check this out. We ran the ball 25 times. He threw the ball 37 times. And it's kind of balanced. It's a little bit balanced, but most of the time it's not this balanced at all. You're like in the Dirk Cutter's offense, you're throwing the ball over 70% of the time. That's a lot, especially at Matt Ryan's age right now. He's not old. He's he's getting towards that twilight of his career. But, the days of us, let's be real, the days of us depending on Matt Ryan to win us games, those days are over. All right.
Yeah.
You have to depend on everybody else. Everybody else has to contribute. Hint, defense. The defense. Well, when you
get down to 20-3, that running game almost goes out the window. So
yeah. But what a waste. What a waste. So far this year, I know Todd Gurley, is coming back injury, but through 5 games, he's played pretty good.
Yep.
And today was a breakout game for him. He scored 2 touchdowns last week. He got over 100+ yards, and then almost 150 or 60, whatever it was. He was balling. Brian Hill, he's done good in the run. The fact now the Falcons have, it seems like a legitimate run game, yet they cannot seem to get it together on all aspects. So we're wasting a run game, and then the defense again just cannot. I mean, where is, God forbid, Dante Fowler? If Dante Fowler is not too busy blocking me on Twitter, where is he at? Tack McKinley, where is he at? What's his name? Taylor Davidson, where is he at?
Davidson was out there, but look, here's my beef. Like, why did we draft doggone Deidre Sanat, Jordan Miller, and Quadri Olison if these guys stay inactive all the time? I just don't understand.
That's Thomas Dimitrov. That's TD.
That's Thomas Dimitrov. Exactly. That's Thomas Dimitrov. Bingo. Let me go over the time of the possession right now. Carolina had the ball 33 minutes and 6 seconds. We had the ball 26 minutes and 54 seconds. When you lose the time of possession battle and the turnover battle, you're going to end up losing the game. That's just the nature of the beast, you guys. But let's go back to let's go back to what's going to end up happening, because news broke out today that they're potentially firing Dan Quinn either tomorrow or Tuesday. We don't know which day. We just know it's happening. So it's not an if anymore. It is a win. All right? It's a win, and it's a win. W-I-N, if you catch my drift. But this has been a long time coming. And also news broke out saying that the GM job is not safe neither. That right there, Thomas Dimitrov, that right there should have happened back in 2014 when Mike Smith left.
Yeah, and I think the immediate non-announcement makes me feel like it is going to happen. That's what I got from it. Them delaying it and not just coming out and just saying like they did with O'Brien, boom, gone. My first thought was, man, there's more to this than we honestly know. So I think the delay, could be a good sign, for us Falcon fans.
I'm gonna be honest with y'all, man. Like Dimitrov, for years, man. This man made us a finesse team, and I know Rashad. He's on the show right now, and I'm gonna let him talk about Dimitrov a little bit. With not him. Yes, he did well with the cap, but look what he did with the trenches. He didn't address the trenches that much. The contracts he gave out to certain players, the Ray Edwards, the O.C. Umenyiora, the Steven Jacksons, the overpaying not Ricardo, but Rocky Alford and Devontae Freeman. These guys giving
Desmond
too much money.
Trufant.
Yeah, okay, you say Trufant for a certain extent, but Rocky definitely didn't deserve it, nor did Free. But I'm gonna let Rashad talk about why Trufant is leaving. Not Trufant. Why is Thomas Dimitrov leaving?
Well, my issue with Thomas Dimitrov has always been that he's never invested in the trenches. Never. Like when it comes to, let's just say here's my thing. To me, I'm a fan of the trenches. Always have, always will be, because that is how you win championships, man. If you don't win in the trenches, you will lose football games. 9 times out of 10, you will lose football games. You will lose championships, because if you can't even if you can't even protect your quarterback, or you can't sack the other team's quarterback, you're not winning. And I understand a lot of fans, man, they get, preoccupied, or they get asphyxiated with skill positions. Yeah, you got Julio Jones. Yes, you got Calvin Ridley. Yes, you got Hayden Hurst. You got all that. But none of that works if you can't win up front. None of that. You know, when I look at Thomas Dimitrov, my problem with him has always been the trenches, man. Because there have been times where we needed players, especially on the defensive side of the ball, to help us out. Like, I give you an example. Remember when everybody used to say about John Abraham and how come we never had somebody on the other side to help him out, even though we paid Ray Edwards all that money? But when we let go of Ray Edwards, we never had somebody on the other side to help him out because he was always there by himself.
Oh, what a bust he was.
Oh, yes.
God,
yeah.
Jesus. Man, do we have a lot of busts on this team? Oh, my God.
I mean, look at the contract.
Peter Kuntz and all these guys, man, bro.
What about Pierre Jerry?
Think about it. Look at every single contract that Thomas Dimitrov has put out. The Sam Baker contract, the Ray Edwards contract, the Paul Soliai contract, the Tyson Jackson contract. I can go on and on and on and on. When it comes to the trenches, Thomas Dimitrov has been terrible. Now, skill positions, yeah, he's been good. I'll give him that. But when it comes to the brick and mortar, the meat and the potatoes, he has been pitiful. I mean, you can even go back to when 2015, we drafted this guy, I think, Jake Rogers out of Eastern Washington. Man, never panned out. Because, and to me, it's not just with Thomas Dimitrov. It's also with our scouting department. That's the one thing that most Falcon fans don't like to bring up is the scouting department because they themselves are the ones that are scouting and evaluating the talent as well with Thomas Dimitrov. So it's not just him that has to go. It's the scouting department. Why do you think
they all going to go because your GM sets the tone for the whole organization. And
why do you think
Dimitrov wanted to be a finesse team? That's the problem.
Well, I mean, why do you think Scott Pioli left? Because he said, I think in his mind, it's like TD is not running this team the way it should be ran, man. Like, if you're trying to win a championship, man, you have to properly evaluate your talent, and you have to have a coaching staff that knows how to groom and develop that talent.
Mm-hmm.
Because when you look at the defense side of the ball, I tell people all this. I tell people this all the time. In the last 12 years, can anybody Can anyone give me a year when the Falcons ever had a dominant defense?
Let's put it in perspective. Can anybody name a player on defense that was equivalent to Julio Jones? Or Matt Ryan?
I thought John Abraham and Freeney were pretty damn good. Jesse Tuggle.
Abraham was pretty much in the title almost towards the end of his career though.
But I
thought he was pretty dominant. He was pretty damn good when he was here.
He was, but a lot of people don't. Here's a fun fact when it comes to John Abraham. John Abraham was a Rich McKay acquisition because we traded a first round pick to the Jets. But when you look at Thomas Dimitrov and when it comes to his pieces on defense, come on now, a lot of them ain't really made an impact.
I can be real. To me, the only person that Thomas Dimitrov has picked that I believe is in that category of a Matt Ryan, Julio Jones, Calvin Ridley type player is Grady Jarrett. I think Grady Jarrett is top notch.
He made a home run with that.
But you know what though? That wasn't.
But I firmly believe if we don't fix this, we're going to lose him too.
But here's the thing though with Grady Jarrett. It's like we tripped over him because he was a 5th round pick. Should have been he should have been a day 1, day 2 pick if we keep it in 100.
Yeah.
But that's why, like, sometimes in rare instances the Falcons do trip over good players under the Dimitrov era. I'm just keeping them. I'm just being real. But that's he summed up everything we needed to know about Thomas Dimitrov. And we've been saying this a long time, man. People want to, oh man, we need to get this player. Oh man, like anytime a free agent open up, oh man, we need to get AD. Oh man, we need AB. Oh man, we need to get Leonard Fournette. I'm like, this is the thing. This is wrong with this fan base. Y'all want flash. We don't need flash. We need substance. We need somebody on the defensive line. We need somebody on the offensive line. You win in the trenches. Look at teams like the Patriots. Look at teams like Philadelphia when they was good back in 2017. Like, they trenches was good.
Yeah. But look at look at these players that he's picked on defense: Pierre Jerry, Tack McKinley, Vic Busley, Duke Riley. I mean, just Desmond Trufant. I mean, some of these. I mean, where is he getting? I mean, what is he? You see what I'm saying? I mean, I can't even get it out. Horrible. Horrible.
Those are the hard ones to get.
But
horrible. Let me tell y'all. Hold on. Let me tell y'all the reason why. Let me tell you why the reason why Thomas Dimitrov
can't even stay on the damn field.
Let me tell y'all the reason why Thomas, and I'm gonna let Justin talk here in a second. Let me tell y'all the reason why. This was Thomas Dimitrov philosophy. He is an offensive minded finesse type of GM. His thought was, I will load up the team with as many offensive weapons as I can for Matt Ryan, and I just have I will hire a defensive guy to come in and figure out what he need to do with defense. That's his idea. This is his philosophy. All right, and this is where we in now. Instead of him getting someone who knows about defense, who is proven. All right, take it away, Justin.
What I was saying was Thomas Dimitrov, the reason he isn't good is because he does what the fans want. The fans want flash. He gets flash. That's the easy part. Anyone can say, oh, that's a top receiver. Go get that top receiver. The hard part is finding a good lineman or a great lineman. He sucks at that part because that's the part where you have to actually know about football. He knows what any mock draft is going to tell you. Oh, that's the best player. Go get the best player. It doesn't take much thought to go do that. That's why we have Julio Jones. That's why we have Matt Ryan. That's why we have Calvin Ridley. Those are easy players to go get because everyone knows that's the star. But Thomas Dimitrov, he sucks at contracts, but I don't think he actually takes time to dive into the linemen or pick the players because he's just going to pick whoever Dan Quinn wants. Even with Smitty, what Smitty wanted, he just went and got the type of player that Smitty wanted. That's all. He doesn't do his own actual thought process of thinking, oh, this is a great player. Let's dive into this player. This is why we should get him. He just listens to the coach. And the coach knows the coaches are not great at their job. So he just listens to them. And therefore we end up with a mediocre team overall.
Bingo. And then, and that's been the problem with this team, man. Like, and this is why I said you bring in a GM who knows what they're doing. This is my picks for GM, and I'm going to do a video on some of these guys too. I think I know some people saying like Louis Riddick. I'm not really big on him. I am high on the person that's in Minnesota right now, the GM, the assistant GM up there. I think we should try to interview him. We need to interview Jerry Reese. He's the former GM of the New York Giants. He was the architect behind building that defense to beat Tom Brady not one time but 2 times. He's available. He's been out of a GM job for I think like 6 years now, but the man knows what he's doing. He's been in the Giants organization since '94, I believe.
You do know Louis Riddick is a former Falcon, right?
I know, but
he played for in the 80s. And the way I look at it now, Thomas Dimitrov may have put a couple good picks in there, but the only ones that stand out to me that he's gotten that were good were Ryan, Julio, Ridley, Grady, and Alex Mack. I don't really know anybody else that he's really put up that he's picked.
To be honest with you,
that's my own opinion.
Alex Mack wasn't even a Thomas Dimitrov decision. That right there was a Kyle Shanahan decision because he got Alex Mack. He
had to approve it. He had to approve it.
Yeah, but that's
easy.
But that's the thing. That's an easy job for him though. Like Kyle Shanahan, he scouted. I'm not going to sit up here and crap on Kyle the whole time, because but building that 2016 offensive line, and it was makeshift, but he got the job done. Like he also brought in Andy Levitre, and they also brought in Chris Chester. Remember, he played for the Redskins when Kyle Shanahan was the OC in Washington. So that's the thing. Like all those guys, he knew. He knew. And
it's kind of it's kind of funny you said that you got to give credit to Kyle Shanahan. So maybe Kyle Shanahan should have been our general manager because when you pick up players like when you get players like Tack, Oliver, Freeman, Desmond Trufant who are bust, Duke Riley. These clowns, if you look at in the comments who I put, clearly Dimitrov has no idea what he's doing. So maybe Kyle should have been the general manager of the team.
No, yeah.
I mean, my God,
man.
my God.
Here's my pick. Here's my pick for GM. I said Jerry Reese would be good. Another person, and a lot of people gonna laugh when I say this, but what about Brian Baldinger?
Oh yeah, the analysis. You know, they asked us this question on Mad Mike Sports, and I'm going to be real. I don't care who we get. Only the person that I want that's going to come here is going to help us win a Super Bowl.
But you got to put. But you got to.
But
if you're a Falcons fan, if you want to win, you have to care. That's just my philosophy, and this is the reason why I do this, and that's the same reason why my co-host he do Braves talk. Like if you care, you know who you want, and you want your team to go out there and get them. But
well, guess what, Don? Clearly, Arthur Blank and Dimitroff have no idea who they want because they've been through Dan Quinn, Bobby Quattrino, that bum, Mike Smith, and now and who else? Jim Mora. So clearly, they don't have any idea what head coach to bring in here. So.
Well, Dimitrov
I mean, just get someone here, man. That's gonna help us win a Super Bowl.
Yeah, Dimitrov got here in 2008, and before that, Rich was the GM.
I mean, hey, Don, hey, what do you feel about Ed Dobbs? I know that's kind of a hot name going out there.
I think he'll be all right. A lot of people, where he at right now?
Indianapolis.
Indianapolis, yeah. And I was thinking about Euphrates as the head coach candidate too, because that Indianapolis defense is playing well as well. He might be a good head coach. But y'all already know who my man is. Don Martindale, defense coordinator for the Baltimore Ravens. Either him, Rex Ryan. We should have hired Rex Ryan in 2014. That's what we should have got. I promise you, our defense would have been.
So you want the Falcons to go after another defensive specialist?
But look, check
Mike
this out.
Smith
Hold on, David, chill. Hold on. Listen. I get your gripe. But let me put this into a situation everybody can understand. Was Dan Quinn ever proven as a defensive-minded coach?
Oh, with Seattle, yeah.
No. Who's the head coach out there in Seattle?
Obviously, Pete Carroll.
All right, and what's his skill? Defense, offense.
His defense. So obviously we were fooled and got a copycat.
Bingo. I've been trying to tell people this, haven't I, Rashad? Well, haven't I, Rick?
I hear. Yeah, I mean, I hear you loud and clear, man.
I mean, because the thing about Pete Carroll, man, his specialty has always been defense. I mean, when you
USC.
Go back to the days, he had. I mean, his defenses were just electric back in the days of USC. But then also he had very good defenses when he was the head coach for the New England Patriots.
Exactly, and the Jets. The Jets looked good too when he was coaching them.
Hey Don, look.
I already got the perfect head coach for the Atlanta Falcons moving forward.
It's going to be Don.
And you want to know who it is?
Who?
Let me take off this headset here. Let me go over to Flowery Branch and let me sign that contract.
hey, Don. Hey, I know you're high on Eric, right? I know you're real high on that guy, right? So what's your take on him? So what you're comparing him and Pete Carroll, and right now, what about Andy Reid? How much of that offense do you think Andy Reid controls?
You talking about Eric Bieniemy?
Yeah, how much do you think Andy Reid controls that offense?
He controls a lot of it. Like I did a show, you remember, a week and a half ago.
Yeah, my thing is like when he comes over here, would that be fool's gold again?
Yeah, it'd be fool's gold because he's not bringing Andy Reid's playbook with him. Just like with Doug Peterson. Doug Peterson had to create his own playbook when he went to Philadelphia. And then, but let's be real, Philadelphia, they had a good defense too because they hired Jim Schwartz. So. And Howie, the GM there, he's a smart man, very smart man. He knew what to do with the team. Even after Andy Reid left from up there in Philly, they went through a little growing pains for a few years because they hired doggone what's the name of the coach from Oregon, Chip Kelly. That was a dumpster fire for them. But here's my thing, all right? And this is why I try to tell people on Dan Quinn. Dan Quinn was never proven. That's Pete Carroll. Look. Since Dan Quinn left, the Seattle Seahawks, they did take a little dip. But guess what? They only missed the playoffs once. And that was in 2017 because we beat them in a tiebreaker. That was it. They still had a winning record. And then since then they've been playoff bound.
But Don, let me ask you this though. Let's just say whoever we got intern, whether it's Ulrich or Raheem Morris, let's say that they come in and let's just hypothetically say they come in and the rest of the season and the Falcons wind up finishing 500 or better. Let's just say that. Do you give that person a chance,
No.
or do you look for another coach?
You look for another coach. Because this is what's gonna happen, man. They're gonna hire a new GM. GM is not gonna want to keep anything with Thomas Dimitrov other than the players that's on contracts, on long-term contracts.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Right.
So that's the reality of it. But going back to what I was saying about Don Martindale, he is calling that defense out there in Baltimore. They've been top 5 ever since Don Martindale took over that defense in 2018. Go look up Football Outsiders, and you go back to 2018, last year and this year, you're going to see the Baltimore Ravens in top 5 category in overall defense. And he's a Rex Ryan disciple as well. All right. And he's also a Jack Harbaugh, the Harbaugh brothers. He used to coach under Jack Harbaugh in college in Western Kentucky. So the man knows defense.
What do you? I know you're a defensive-minded guy, and I get that. I know defense wins. I think David's looking for I think he's thinking of offensive mind. What about? I know it's kind of odd to think about. I mean, Josh McDaniels. I mean, him turning down a couple of those teams and not be a coach. I mean, do you think he's a fit for Atlanta and what they're trying to do with the weapon? You don't think so?
I look, man. I'm gonna be real with you on that, man. I don't like Josh McDaniels. Anybody that come out of that Belichick coaching tree, man, have you seen them ever do good?
No, a lot of them have been horrible.
And he was horrible in his own right in Denver. And look how he rolled. And let me be real with y'all. This man quit his job. Like, you remember when they lost the Super Bowl against Philly? He's supposed to went to Indianapolis and he didn't go. Oh, they had to hunt this man. They had to went to this man's house and say, "Hey, you ain't going to Indianapolis? Nah, man, I'm Patriots for life." Do you really want somebody to quit on you? Like, bro, we just like 13 years ago, we had Bobby Petrino walked out on us.
I need you to take that blood pressure down. I'm just asking.
I know. I'm just being real. I'm just trying to get everybody to understand.
Just calm down, man. Take a chill.
I'm throwing some names out there for the fans, man.
Yeah.
I know.
Y'all know how excited I. Look, coaching is just my expertise, man. This is one thing I know about. And let's talk about Mike Smith, by the way, because a lot of people saying, "Well, he wasn't." Mike Smith was never proven. Mike Smith was never proven either.
Hey, Don, before you go on, if I can say, I'm sorry to interrupt, but on AJC, now I know we've heard reports, whoever it was, report Dan Quinn firing. AJC says with speculation rampant over the firing of Falcon coach Dan Quinn after the team dropped to 0-5 Sunday, Falcons owner Arthur Blank declined an interview request by AJC to discuss it after the game. When reached later via text, Blank replied, "When we have something to say, I'll say it."
That means he's he's going to say it.
I mean, are we 100% sure that Dan Quinn's fired?
Let me tell you something. Go back to after that game we lost against the Panthers back in 2014 to get in the playoffs, that last game of the season. And you knew Arthur Blank in that press conference, I need to pull it up. He was heated.
Okay.
He was heated. Right now, Arthur Blank don't want to hear it, man. He got to calm down, sleep on it, and then they're gonna fire this man tomorrow or Tuesday. It's just right now.
Okay.
You're not.
Okay, but where did this report come from officially?
It came from the Athletic, but usually Athletic isn't going to report on anything if they don't know it.
Yeah. Jeff Schultz reported that. Anytime you hear anything from either Jeff Schultz or Atlanta Letter, it's serious. Yeah. So I mean, Jeff Schultz wouldn't just come out and just pull something out of his butt and just say, "Oh, Dan Quinn's fired." So
I just want to make sure. Because I don't want to promote that if it's not accurate. But I'm pretty sure it's going to happen. I don't think you could keep it after what went down today. So
I mean, let's be honest, man. I mean, when you look at this, like when you just look at this defense, man. I mean, you can go back to like before the Packers game. This defense gave up 108 points and over 1,400 yards in just 3 games, and that was before the Packers game. Yep. You're not winning. You're not going to have a winning season or have a chance to contend for the playoffs or a Super Bowl with that type of defense. And not only that, people, if I know a lot of times a lot of people don't really, when it comes to contracts and everything, you have $73 million that have been allocated to the defense. $73 million. That doesn't make sense. $73 million, and you're almost dead last in the league. Dead last in the NFL as far as total defense.
Wow,
next year is $83 million.
Wow, Lakers killing
That's
it right
a lot of
Lakers
money.
gonna end up winning right now.
Yeah, finals about to be over.
Don't cry.
I don't watch the NBA, man. I haven't watched the NBA since the only thing in the NBA I watch is the Atlanta Hawks because I love the team, but I haven't really watched the NBA since probably before the Splash Brothers because it's so commercialized and it's a horrible product to watch now. There's no parity. I hate basketball. Right? I hate the NBA right now. I think it's because it's too predictable. It's either LeBron James or Golden State, give or take. It's it.
Right.
It's not fun. It's not fun.
Yeah. I'm with you, man. That's the only thing I watch is the Hawks. That's about it.
Yeah, it's not fun at all. Because think about it. Everywhere LeBron James goes, they win the NBA title. Every place that he goes, and if it's not him, it's Golden State, and it just makes me angry to see that. Because there are some good teams out there that are clearly capable, but nobody wants to play for anybody but LeBron James or Golden State.
Yeah.
It's fact.
Yeah, you ain't lying. All right, but Phelps, he said anyone from the Baltimore scouting department. I agree, man. Baltimore has always been a good team, man. That's why I said bring in a guy like Don Martindale. I feel like we get him, man. We're gonna be an above average defense. He knows defense. He's calling the defense out there in Baltimore. All right.
Can we get Manuel back?
Marco Manuel.
Is that possible? Yeah.
Here's the thing.
Where is he
man.
at?
He's the thing. I think he's in Seattle. I don't know. I got to check and see. But here's the thing. If you want to bring Manuel back, all right, and you want him as a head coach?
No, I would want him strictly on defense because we saw what his defense did. Clearly, Quinn is not the answer, and clearly, Raheem Morris is not the answer on defense.
What if I told you in 2017 our defense was not top 10? What would you say?
I thought, stat-wise, I said it was top 10, but you playing the position might know something over what I know.
Football Outsiders. I want you to go check Football Outsiders. We was below average that year. We was like, I think 18th, 19th, or something like that.
Mm-hmm. Marquez Manuel's with the Philadelphia Eagles.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh. But no matter the number, I would trust him back than more anybody else because I was actually at a couple training camps when he was there that year. One of the years, and I saw, and I don't play much on training camp, but I saw the passion. He was right in there during the camps, and you saw a lot of the games against the Rams. Playoff game was dominant. The Eagles playoff game was dominant. We just couldn't score.
Yeah.
So
if this is the thing, I don't trust him as a head coach right now. He still need to be seasoned. He hasn't been seasoned yet.
No, I wouldn't want him as a head coach. I would want him brought back as a defensive coordinator.
Yeah.
That's what I would want.
Well, here's my thing. If Don Martindale comes, whatever he wants to do, that's what we need to do. But my thing is right now is you bring him in, our offensive coordinator, in my opinion, I feel like you keep Greg Knapp, have him as a pass game coordinator, and you bring in a guy like John Shotland. He's the run game coordinator for the Eagles.
Wait a second. Did you say Greg Knapp? Is he still with us?
Yeah, he's quarterback coach.
So you're trying to tell me the last 2 years we have gone back to the T.J. Duckett era with Michael Vick, with Greg Knapp, Dirk Cutter, and Mike Mularkey at one stretch or another? Oh, my God. So if it failed once, why do it twice?
But here's the thing with Greg Knapp.
Oh, my God.
No. Here's the thing with Greg Knapp. Greg Knapp is not calling the plays. Greg Knapp is just a quarterback coach.
Ain't nobody calling the plays, really.
Like, Greg Knapp is a quarterback coach, but Greg Knapp did a good job, though. People got to give Greg Knapp his credit. He did a good job in Denver when they won a Super Bowl. Now,
Yeah, but he did it with Denver. They haven't done it with us.
Yeah, but here's the thing, man. Normally it translates. But here's my thing: if people want an offensive minded coach as a head coach, hey, it is what it is. But here's my take: they better bring in Wade Phillips as a defensive coordinator.
Yeah,
they better bring Wade Phillips in because he's dying to come back to coach.
True, but all I could say is this: Go Braves, please. Win us the World Series. That's all I'm saying. Please, because if the Braves could beat the Dodgers, but look, if the Braves could beat the Dodgers and go to the World Series and win it, it would take a lot off this debacle with the Falcons. Not 100%, but I sure would feel good.
What you about to say, Rick?
Hey, I'm gonna be real with you. For one, Dan Quinn should never put on that damn Braves hat. But two,
and curse the team, man.
I know. I said, man, that's the Drake curse. He done got us. But I'll be honest.
Desperate, man. I mean,
go ahead. No, go ahead.
No, it just seemed to me when he was trying to put on that Braves hat, it just seemed to me like he was desperate, man. Like he was just trying to find any form of support he could find. But it's like, come on now, when you went 0-4 against the Packers.
Ever.
It was like the writing was already on the wall, man. So I mean, I give him a little credit. I mean, you were trying to get support, but it was like, dude, like
but look, you know what the weirdest thing is that with everything that happened from the 2015 5-0 start to the collapse that year to 2016 Super Bowl choke to 2017 at the 1 yard line in the playoffs, 18 and 19 not making the playoffs. This start is the worst possible thing that could have happened to him. And then the 2 games against Dallas and Chicago, that was the worst thing that could have happened to him. I mean, he needed to start off 3-2, 2-3 even. You know, something like that.
But here's the thing.
So,
go ahead, Rick. Go ahead.
I was gonna say this is the best thing that happened for us, but I'll be honest with you, man. Look, I'm a Braves fanatic. All right, I love the Falcons. Maybe not as much as a couple of you fellas in here. I'm a Braves fanatic. But put it this way, the Falcons have gotten me so down that I'll be honest, I watched maybe 2 minutes of the game today. I clicked on for like 2 minutes. I wasn't even going to let it take me down and off my high for tomorrow's Braves game. So I didn't even watch it, man. That's where they got me.
2 minutes? 2 minutes?
2 minutes, yeah. I mean, what? I mean, they ain't worth my time right now.
2? Only 2? Can I have some more?
Yeah, 2 minutes was on.
Oh my God, right. 2 minutes.
Well, here's the thing, y'all. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. The mistake was bringing Dan Quinn back after this season. They should have never brought this man back. They should have went on and fired him like they should have last season if we keep it in 100. But you know, like I said, man. What'd you say?
Hey, you want to keep it 100? Should have been before that.
Yeah, but like this, if you want to keep it 100, Thomas Dimitroff should have been the first to go when Mike Smith was fired.
And we've been saying this all along, man. We've been saying this all along.
I'm checking Thomas Dimitroff right now. Hold on, guys.
Yeah, when Mike Smith got fired, I was like, why is he still here?
Man, we got big news, huh?
Yeah, somebody just pulled it up. Falcons officially announced Dan Quinn and Thomas Dimitroff have been fired.
Where? I ain't getting nothing. I ain't getting nothing. Hold on.
Hey, it's right here.
They've been fired.
Oh, the website?
The website.
Yeah, but you want to know something, guys? As happy as that is, that still kind of hurts, you know, because these guys have been here so long trying to make a winner, but it had to happen eventually.
I'm going to sleep good tonight.
Thank God, man. Holy cow.
Well, at the end of the day, both of them were a package deal. They were tied to the hilt.
Yep.
And again, with TD, he should have been gone after Smitty was fired, man.
So where was that? On the Falcons website?
AtlantaFalcons.com.
All right, I'm going to check it right now.
Let's go. Yes.
So Rich McKay is going to assume day-to-day oversight.
What y'all say?
I said Rich McKay is
gonna. He been over the team, haven't he, Rashad?
When he came back, he was over.
Yeah, he been over the sheet. When your president has to come back in football operations Thomas Dimitroff is no longer he no longer controlled his destiny.
Yeah, I said that. See, this is what I told people at the beginning of the offseason.
Damn, it is accurate. Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, they're gonna name the interim head coach tomorrow, more than likely.
Yeah. What I was saying about Rich McKay during the offseason, he had came back in the football operations, and TD and DQ had to report to him, and then Rich McKay will report to Arthur Blank. So I used to tell people all the time when it came to Rich McKay coming back into football operations that when your president and CEO has to come back into football operations, and you as the head coach and your general manager had to report to you, you're not in control of your situation. They're pretty much Arthur Blank is pretty much telling you like you guys are on borrowed time. The end is near. And as we see right now, they've both been relieved of their duties, effective immediately.
Yeah, man. Hey, Don, let them know they better tune in, man. Breaking news.
Hey, y'all need to come on. Hey, I'm gonna cover this tomorrow too. But man,
turn the notifications on, man.
Turn the notifications on.
If I could say, obviously, tomorrow I'm working. I work 2 to 11:30, so I will make sure that I peek out your show. So for those who have my number,
I'm streaming early then too.
I'll try, but I am going to do. I just changed my StreamYard for 11 o'clock tonight to breaking news. Falcons fire Dan Quinn and Thomas Dimitroff. So if you guys can make it, you guys can post your links. I'll make you mods, and we'll try to get all y'all's channels going. So. Man, that's crazy. I mean, it's great news, but it's also bittersweet at the same time, you know?
Yeah.
It's all sweet.
So
yeah, it's all sweet for me.
I'm glad it's all sweet, but it's still bittersweet for me because I really wanted it to work because Arthur Blank brought these guys in here for one reason and one reason only.
Hey, man, my 1998 Honda, I love that damn thing too, but I had to trade it in, so hell.
Yeah. I mean, it's just at the end of the day, man, when you just look back at it, like when you, and I hate to, open up old wounds, but I blame Dan Quinn for that Super Bowl loss, man. Because at the end of the day, you got your offensive coordinator here. Instead of him trying to run the ball 3 times, he wanted to sit there and get cute. When you as the head coach, you call him out on it. Hey, we call a timeout. We try to win a championship here. He didn't do it. I mean, how are you going to let your former offensive coordinator punk you? And that right then and there told me that he wasn't the right guy for the job.
Right. Well, hey, guys, do me a favor. Hey, I'm sorry to interrupt you guys. I do got to go because I got to do some stuff before I get my show going. But I do appreciate you guys letting me on. I will do everything I can to promote your channels and to help you. So if y'all 3, first of all, I'll make sure that I promote this one again tonight, and I'll do a shout video tomorrow to help y'all get to 1K, because I can pretty much be safe to say that I will get y'all to 1K. And if y'all have any separate channels, please comment below the live stream I do tonight. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Well, we got one more thing before you go, David. Right now, on Twitter right now, Vom and Clo reports that no interim head coach has been announced yet, but they said it could be Raheem Morris, Jeff Ulbrich, Dirk Cutter, or Bob Sutton. But they also said possibly Rich McKay may take over general manager duties for the time being. But personally, if we're looking for general manager candidates, I should have said something earlier. We should have got the guy from his name is Jeff Horowitz. He's the assistant general manager for the Ravens. Let me take that back. I'm sorry. He's the director of player personnel for the Baltimore Ravens. You also there's another guy. His name is George Patton. He's the assistant general manager for the Minnesota Vikings. Now, back in 2015, George Patton was supposed to be the supposed front runner for the Falcons general manager job, but I think he backed out of it, and Thomas Dimitroff was retained as the general manager, even though George Patton was the front runner at that time.
Mm-hmm.
But honestly, TV should have been gone a long time ago.
Yeah. Yeah, but what I will do is if you guys can, like I said, if you guys can make it to my stream tonight at 11, it's probably going to go a bit. Or if you can't make it in there, at least comment below the stream. Remind me where I know you from. Give me all the channels that you want me to promote. I'll promote it, and I'll get you guys to 1K on this main channel, and we'll go from there, all right?
All right, man. Appreciate it.
Hey, y'all.
Yeah, all right, man. Hey.
Go ahead.
Yeah, go Braves. Let's get this World Series appearance. And I do got to say this, moving out, as happy as it is, it's still bittersweet.
Man, get out of here.
I'm just being real, man. It's still bittersweet. All right, guys. Thanks, man. Have a good one.
All right, man.
All right, bro.
Hey, y'all. We about to head on out too, man. It's getting a little late for us as well. But hey, I will be back tomorrow morning. I'm gonna do a morning show live. I'll probably bring on some other people who want to come and talk with me. Guys, look, this is huge. Dan Quinn, Thomas Dimitrov, that regime is over. Out with the old. I will be doing my due diligence these next few weeks on who could possibly come and be the GM and head coach for the Atlanta Falcons. So y'all stay tuned. Guys, hey, everybody, appreciate y'all coming on. Thank you, Justin. Thank you, Rashad, for coming on.
Appreciate you guys.
Hey, thanks, man. Thanks for having me here, man.
Hey, man, no problem, man. Hey, anybody that's new, make sure y'all hit that subscribe button. Also, share this content out with other Atlanta sports fanatics. And hit us up in the comment section. As always, come holla at your hometown sports podcast. This is the Don. I'm my co-host Rick Flex.
You know, I changed my name to Dansby.
Well, whatever, man. Now they doing what through your head, man. We can't tell you nothing, no. All right. We about to sign on off for y'all. Look, be on the lookout. This is a busy week coming up. We're gonna have a lot of content for you guys this week. So y'all keep stay tuned. Y'all have a great evening.